Afrida ji, namaskar. What has to be remembered by every politician in this country is that people bring us to power. Any regime is the result of the people's will. Mamata Banerjee came into power in 2011 because Bengal was fed up with 34 years of the CPIM regime when they removed everything that Bengal was better known for, whether it was corporates, economy, manufacturing, jobs, international airline routes, etc. Everything went for a toss with the CPIM regime. Mamata came in as a beacon of hope. And we Bengalis are a very woman-oriented society. Remember, हमारी goddesses हैं माँ दुर्गा, माँ काली, हम माँ लक्ष्मी, हम माँ सरस्वती को पूजते हैं. So we are a very woman-driven society. Mother plays a very large role. So when you have a leader in the form of a woman, the state had great hopes, and they began to call her Bibi. Now, what has happened over the years is that nothing changed in Bengal. The CPM used to govern the state with a Gunda Raj mechanism, of which they would call the cadres. Today, Mamata runs it with the same people who transferred from there to here in a similar manner. But even CPM today will say that we used to do it with a bit of decency. Mamata does it with no empathy and no shame. Today we have a civil society that is lived in fear. You will ask, a lot of people ask, oh, then how is she winning elections, etc.? That's another topic. But just now we are seeing a state of affairs where the people have had enough. Just when they were reaching the tipping point, Dr. Abhaya happened. Mamata Banerjee is not just the Chief Minister, the Honorable Chief Minister of our state. She is also our Health Minister and our Police Minister. The Janta asks for very little. हमने आपको सत्ता दिया है, आप हमें संभालें. सही करे, गलत करे, अच्छा करे, बुरा करे, ऊंचा करे, नीचा करे, कम करे, ज्यादा करे, हमने आप ही से सवालात करनी है. So here, this whole situation, today we are looking at a scenario which has come as a googly for Mamata Banerjee. It is pointing towards the direction of her head. Bengal has shown so much of patience in its capacity to bear unbearable regimes, as I just mentioned. It bore the CPIM for 34 years, and it of course saw the ruin of a vibrant and a very enthusiastic market. And it drowned Bengal into the depths of poverty and backwardness.
Now BJP is leveraging every shortfall in the governance, in the law and order to remove Mamata Banerjee. Now what I would say is that the right way, first sentence she made is Janta elects you, the Janta brings you, right? If Janta brings you, the Janta will send you back. She came in 11, she came in 16, she came in 21. She, in fact, in the parliament election recently held, she reduced the BJP's number of MPs by almost 8 or 10 numbers. And the assembly has got almost 3/4 number of MLAs of the TMC. I'm not saying that what she is doing, everything is correct. No, it is not. The whole country, the whole world feels that the guilty must be punished. Yes, you rightly said two sentences in the beginning, Afrida. It was Calcutta police who caught the culprit within 2 days. It was Kolkata police who immediately swung into action and started doing the investigation over there. But a protest by 8,000 people entering inside the hospital, destroying the crime scene, removing the items over there, all such things have made the job of the CBI very, very difficult. What I am saying is that it is now 22 days the CBI is investigating the whole case and nothing concrete has come out. The lie detector test, the polygraph test, this test, that test. They have sealed the crime scene now. Some demolition was going on over there. The crime scene has been changed. I am coming to a simple point. The Honorable Supreme Court said, requested with all actions of the CBI to continue. The last sentence they made was the doctors should come to work first. That's the most critical statement they made because the
Yes.
public at large should not suffer. And the way today's incident or day before incident, what I'm seeing is the BJP is only trying to capitalize the particular incident to remove Mamta Banerjee. They are not my respective panelist lady has not said that justice should be done to Abhaya. The culprit should be booked. The culprit should be immediately hanged. She never used these things. Mamta hatao is the reason. Remove the government. Dissolve the government.
Afrida, good evening to everyone. And no doubt in that, in this case, initially, the Kolkata police had some, you can say, lethargic attitude to to safeguard the scene of crime, and then not to allow the so many people inside the hospital. Alleged harassment to the parents of the victim, and that was the main contention of all disputes, that parents were not allowed to see even the face of their daughter, and that was the main anger among them, and that anger also led to the protest by so many people inside the hospital. No doubt, it's a law and order is a state government's prerogative. They should control that law and order situation and prevent the crime. If crime is not prevented, then investigation should be done. No doubt in that. And in this case, I do agree with Mr. Ravi that the Calcutta police arrested that person within a very short time. But at that very stage, the FIR was lodged after a delay of more than 14-15 hours. That is also a lacuna in the investigation of this case. Until and unless an FIR is registered, that investigation cannot be started, and then FIR was registered I think after the post-mortem was done, whereas that in the face of it, it was apparently a case of murder or rape could have been established during the post-mortem report, but at least murder case should have been registered because she was having so many injuries. That is lacuna on the part of
Lapse on the
investigation.
police.
Investigation in the beginning, but later on, when the case was transferred to the CBI, that was delay of 5-6 days, and in that case, the CBI is also trying to link all the evidences which are available in the case initially collected by the police. Now come to the point where you are asking that whether this is a failure of the government machinery in that case. No,
Yeah.
no, it is not there because government machinery not only fails only with one or two such type of cases. No doubt it's a serious matter. No, nobody can deny that serious matter is being investigated by the CBI,
Yeah. Why I am
the
raising
core
that, Mr. Rao?
investigators of CBI.
Yeah, I think that's a totally a trap. That's a totally trap, because capital punishment is not a solution. If it is a solution, it would have been already the number of rape in India could have been reduced, because in Nirvaya we gave capital punishment, in West Bengal also earlier we gave capital punishment to the rapists. So that's not a solution. Solution is something else. And when it comes to in this state, even the West Bengal government, just after the incident, they released 17 steps of to protect women, and one of the clause were there that women should work less at night. I mean, this is something ridiculous.
Absolutely. I agree with you.
I mean, the
Yeah.
perpetrator of
Restrict women further
will be
rather
out,
than do your
and
job.
women will be inside. This
Yes.
is an outrageous thing.
Absolving
And
your
capital
duty to protect
punishment.
the citizens.
So I just want to add this capital punishment today. Here, West Bengal government is asking for this has been asked by other government in other states, be across political parties, and I think this is a very easy way to cover up the issue by all political parties. I mean, all is all. And therefore I completely disagree with this measure. The measure should be the safe and secure workplaces, public places. There should be speedy trial for this particular case, but preventive measures is more important.